Service this morning, you have no idea how good it felt to see everybody in church today. It was awesome. We had about 72 people, which is almost exactly 25% capacity. The fire marshal says we can only have 300 people in our church. So we obeyed the law. We did social distancing. We had ushers in face masks. We had lots of hand sanitizer, and man, we had a great time. Two things happened that were unusual. We started on time and we finished early. And I don't think anybody complained about either one. Hoy en la mañana tuvimos una reunión hermosa. Teníamos como 72 personas en la iglesia. Tenemos, bueno, según los criterios del condado, necesitamos tener no más que 25% de la capacidad de la iglesia. Y era 25% más o menos exactamente. Tenemos capacidad para 300. Y también el equipo era tremendo. El equipo de Ujieres con sus mascarillas ayudando a la gente. Practicamos la sana distancia en cuanto a las sillas. Pero tuvimos una reunión hermosa. It was an awesome chance to be together. Really a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the service this morning. It was so great to be together. Virtual worship is one thing, but when you can actually sing and hear other people sing too, and just feel people all around you, man, it's great. No hay cosa como estar congregados en persona con la familia de la iglesia, y fue algo tremendo reunirnos de nuevo. And I'm sure those of you that were home, in a few weeks you'll be back with us too, and we're all going to be together. Ustedes que quedaron en casa, se me hace que entre semanas también van a estar con nosotros, y los esperamos ahí en la iglesia. We'll look for you there in the church. Well, today I talked a little bit about what I call the sweetest verse in the whole Bible. And it's Matthew 11:28. Come unto me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Hoy hablé para mí, lo que es el versículo más hermoso en toda la Biblia. Vengan a mí todos ustedes que están cansados y agobiados, y yo les daré descanso. And I talked about being weary and being tired and being burdened, and how Jesus offers to come to us and to take all this weariness and all this burden away from us and to give us rest. Y yo hablé de la importancia de que cuando estamos cansados y agobiados y cargados, de llegar con Cristo y Él toma nuestras cargas. But I wanted to say a couple of other things to you that are watching here in the afternoon, just to clear up some things that I didn't have a chance to say this morning. One of them is Jesus takes our burdens and He takes our weariness, but I always urge people that if you've got a really big, serious problem, give it to Jesus. But also get help. Get help, because some problems are so deep and so long and so wide that you also need to take care of your mind and your spirit, and there's certain things that you need to take care of. I'm talking specifically now about child abuse, maybe even spousal abuse. I'm talking about nasty, difficult problems in marriage that you can't solve. Get help. Jesus also uses counselors and people that help you to take those burdens off of yourself. And sometimes it takes professional help. Les quiero decir esto. Yo hablé de entregar nuestras cargas a Cristo. Pero a veces tenemos cargas que son demasiadas grandes y tenemos que buscar ayuda, algún consejero. Ahora yo estoy hablando de un abuso sexual en nuestra niñez, o algún problema en el matrimonio que es tan profundo y tan difícil y tan tóxico que tenemos que ver a un consejero o buscar ayuda. Let me give you an example. When a couple comes to me and says, Jim, we need help, I tell them, look, I'm going to meet with you twice, because maybe all you need is a referee, somebody that can figure a problem that you guys have out and fix it for you. Maybe a third voice, because when you get married, one of the first things you realize is there's no ref. There's no mom or no dad. It's just us. And who's going to, referee? Cuando una pareja viene conmigo y quiere consejería matrimonial, yo les digo, mira, los voy a ver dos veces. Porque a veces solo necesitan un árbitro, una tercera persona que les puede ayudar con una discusión. Porque cuando nos casamos nos damos cuenta que, mira, no hay árbitro, estamos solitos. No hay papá, no hay mamá, y tenemos que resolver esos problemas nosotros mismos. And so I'll meet with a couple, twice. But if I see their problems are deeper and longer and wider, and they really need serious help, I recommend a professional marriage counselor. And I know one service here in the valley that they don't charge. And I send people to them. Pero si una pareja llega conmigo y su problema es tan profundo y tan tóxico y tan difícil, yo siempre les digo, mira, ustedes necesitan ver un consejero profesional. Y yo conozco a algunos y siempre los mando a un consejero profesional. It'd be the same thing as somebody coming to me and saying, listen, I have a ruptured spleen, pastor. I'll pray with you and then I'll send you to a doctor. Si alguien viene conmigo y dice, oiga, tengo problemas con mis riñones, ok, yo puedo orar por ti y luego te voy a mandar a ver a un doctor. ¿Por qué? Porque no soy doctor. Why? Because I'm not a doctor. I can pray with you, I can stand with you, I can counsel you, but sometimes you need to see somebody that can help you. I'm about to say something that's going to rock your world. You ready? Lean into the computer screen. My wife and I have seen counselors. We've gone to counseling. We've needed help. Les voy a decir algo que va a lo mejor sorprenderte. Agárrate. Mi esposa y yo también hemos visto consejeros. Nosotros hemos necesitado ir a buscar ayuda en nuestro matrimonio. We came to a place where we needed to see somebody. We needed help, and we got help. Y recibimos ayuda. And that counselor, through that counselor, Jesus took our burden away. Y a través de este consejero, Cristo quitó nuestra carga de encima. So it's not just through a prayer that Jesus takes our burden. Sometimes you need to get help. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to clear that up. Because some people say, Pastor, I prayed and I still feel burdened. Well, sometimes you got to go deeper. Quería aclarar esto porque algunos dicen, Pastor, yo oré y todavía tenemos bastantes problemas. A veces necesitamos ayuda. Y es otra manera, simplemente otra herramienta que Dios usa para quitar nuestras cargas. I also wanted to read you one more verse I didn't get a chance to read this morning. This is a beautiful Bible verse. And we find it in the book of Psalms, chapter 61 and verse 1. You ready? Truly my soul finds rest in God. My salvation comes from Him. Truly He is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will never be shaken. My rest comes only from God. Only God is my salvation. He's my fortress. I'll never be shaken. Estos hermosos versículos se encuentran en Salmos 61 y los primeros dos versículos. Dice así el salmista, solo en Dios haya descanso mi alma. De Él viene mi salvación. Solo Él es mi roca y mi salvación. Él es mi protector. Jamás habré de caer. Qué bonito, ¿no? Que Dios es mi descanso. En Dios haya descanso mi alma. Y de Él viene mi salvación. What a beautiful pair of verses there. That in God alone my soul finds rest, and He is my salvation. Listen, if you've looked for salvation in other places, if you've looked for it in a bottle of drugs, if you've looked for it in a bottle of liquor, if you've looked for salvation through other means, through gross sin, you'll never find it there. You're only going to find salvation in God. Your soul is only going to come to complete rest through Jesus Christ. Si has buscado la salvación en una botella de alcohol, si has buscado la salvación en una botella de pastillas, si has buscado la salvación en otro pecado, de alguna manera, no vas a hallar la salvación en estas cosas. La salvación solo tiene de Dios y tu alma solo va a tener descanso en Cristo Jesús. Only in Jesus will your soul ultimately find rest. And especially now, when everybody's full of fear and anguish and nervousness and there's tension in the air, your soul will find rest in God. Y especialmente ahora donde hay tanta tensión y miedo y angustia en el aire, solo vas a encontrar paz y solo vas a encontrar descanso en Cristo. Let me pray for you one more time. Jesus, I pray for everybody watching me right now this afternoon, that they would find rest in you. Real rest. You invited us, Jesus. You said if we're tired and we're burdened to come to you and find rest. And we do that today, Lord. We come to you. We lay it down. We come to your feet. And we know, just like the psalmist says, that our soul will only truly find rest in God. Señor, yo te pido por todos que necesitan descanso en esta tarde, por todos que están cargados, agobiados, abrumados en esta tarde, Señor, que puedan encontrar su descanso en ti. Tu palabra nos dice que solo podemos hallar descanso para nuestra alma en ti. Y Señor, clamamos a ti en esta tarde. Give us that rest. Help us to have a good afternoon, to sleep well, knowing that you are our refuge and you are our rest. Ayúdanos a dormir bien, Señor, sabiendo que tú eres nuestro refugio, tú eres nuestro descanso. Well, God bless you. It was a great day to be in church today, this Sunday, and we're going to see you every day at 2 o'clock. And every day, get your coffee. I don't care what Carl says. Get your coffee. Be here ready at 2 o'clock. Todos los días a las 2 vamos a seguir tomando cafecito. Qué día tan hermoso para estar juntos en la iglesia, pero vamos a seguir juntándonos cada tarde a las 2 de la tarde. God bless you, and I'll look for you tomorrow.